In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why knees over toes is a myth and challenge your leg strength, flexibility, and mobility in ways you never imagined. I'm going to show you how to build not only bulletproof legs, but ultimately a fully transformed body, mind, and strength. Hi, I'm Weiland, and welcome to today's training. Here, I'm going to show you 5 specific movements you should do right now today to test the strength and mobility of your knees. And I don't want to scare anybody, but if you don't watch this video all the way to the end, you may see some chronic injuries start to occur in your knees and hips, and you may not build the strength and movement that you'd love to achieve. As long as you implement everything I'm going to share with you, and I mean everything, my bodyweight strength friends, then you're going to build a powerful physique and movement, including in your knees and everything connected to them. Just like all our students of Powerbatics and Pacific Rim Athletics, both face-to-face and online, from little kids all the way up to big kids in their 40s and beyond. All these students you see on the screen started from scratch, from all ages, and are absolutely crushing it. What happens in training is that it's very easy for trends to overtake reality in the way human body is truly designed. One horrible trend that has destroyed so many people's chances for success is the separation of strength from flexibility. And when it comes to the legs, it's even more glaringly obvious. What if marketing, advertising, magazines, and celebrities, and even doctors have all been saying that you shouldn't push your knees over your toes, even though they can move into that range of motion naturally? And then you become super strong, but only in a small range of motion, like a lunge, but never beyond that. And then one day, you're doing an athletic movement like free run, circ, or hand balancing, or heck, just running around outside with your kids or walking the dog, and you end up at a position like that with your knees past your toes, slightly off axis or at a weird angle. Bam! ACL, MCL, meniscus. This happens all the time, and it's one of the most injured joints and one of the parts of the body that requires the most surgeries. So you need to completely revamp your training right now in such a way that builds flexibility and strength simultaneously. Because I'm telling you, 5 months or 5 years down the line, your body is going to thank you for the work, the changes, and the transformation you made today. And that's why you need to start making that change right now. Not 2 months from now when things settle down, not 2 weeks from now, but now. So let's dive in. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Weiland, and I'm the CEO of helping you master bodyweight strength and skill, which we call Powerbatics here at Pacific Rim Athletics. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on the trainings all of our top students receive. This training, I'm going to show you what helped me overcome many physical roadblocks and past injuries. And I believe in it so much that I literally quit my job and built a business and a company from scratch to help more people like you master your body, overcome past injuries, prevent new ones, and build incredible strength and skill for lifelong health. And this is what we live, eat, and breathe. So if you have questions or want to dive into training with us, click any of the links below. You can literally book a call with me and my team, and we can crush it together. Now, first thing before you go skipping off this video because you think you've heard all these things before, let me warn you that weak links, they build up over time, and they're exposed through chronic injury or catastrophic injury. Or worse, you're just feeling stuck. And as a team of coaches, we've seen from afar those outside of Pacific Rim Athletics with 20 to 30% injury rates, 95% failure rates, with all sorts of other issues manifesting as a result. And even though we hate to admit it, we've even experienced a little bit of that ourselves, but we've overcome it. So here's the first thing we need to do. We have to understand that the knees are designed to handle incredible forces. For example, a round off will be 14 times body weight, meaning up to 2,000 or 3,000 pounds, with the legs fully locked. The ankles and Achilles bear the initial impact, and the knees, hips, and core absorb and reflect the rest. That's fully locked out legs hitting a wall at 2,500 pounds per square inch, which is why leg conditioning is so vital for me and all of my students and athletes. And then box jumps, squats, deadlifts, running, sprinting, vaulting, or even worse, a slip on the ice or gravel likewise puts tremendous force on the knees, and when they're at all sorts of weird angles. And your knees, they won't be sustainable unless they're taken care of, which means regularly putting them into awkward positions as well as exposing them to high forces. This is the true definition of quote-unquote working out. So please make sure you stick around and make these changes to your training. And again, training is holistic. It's not compartmentalized like mainstream fitness. So make sure to watch all of my videos and implement everything, not just 2 or 3 things, but everything. And please don't mistake this for coaching, which is why we also make it available and highly advise you to talk with us. You need a solid community, system, and coaching because you are unique, like an intricate sculpture. So main thing, stop doing hip level lunges, hip level squats, and all these exercises that keep your legs in their comfort zone. Stop running on the treadmill for hours, cycling for hours, or worse, going to a box gym and just getting through the wads. It really isn't training because it isn't building up everything you need to from the inside out, like your knees, for example. So how do you resolve this? It's a paradigm shift in training that puts skill at the forefront, which requires simultaneously increasing flexibility and strength. So take your knees, for example. You need to be able to do a few really crucial movements. Again, test all of these, don't skip anything, because you need to see where you're at. However, please don't mistake this for coaching, which is a must-have along with a supportive community so that you don't miss anything. But I'll give you 5 movements to try right now. And you need to make sure you're not trying these if you're not warmed up, just had a surgery, or haven't trained in weeks, months, or years, or you're not cleared by a doctor, or you don't have a coach overseeing your training who has insurance, a proper company, and the whole 9 yards. Everyone is unique and your training needs to be tailored to you. Ready? Here we go. And all these moves will show you that knees going over your toes is actually a measurement of strength, flexibility, and mobility. You need to be able to do a W sit. This puts pressure on the knees at very awkward angles as well as exposes tightness in your hips, and your knees are going to go way past your toes. And then the other way in the lotus position. And oftentimes people will be able to do either the lotus or the W sit, but not both because they actually have an imbalance in their hips. Now we'll look at knees over toes in the squat position. We should be able to go into these motions without feeling discomfort. It's the way the body is designed to move. And then the single leg squat, which is really just basic strength for the full leg, and the knee is also put in a maximum flexion. And in just a second, I'll show you the final one, but it's training like this to help me overcome past injuries and prevent new ones from occurring. And finally, a twist stand, which puts everything at all kinds of weird angles. These positions are what we use for part of our warm-up and to see where people are at with their strength and mobility. But it's just the tip of the iceberg, so book a time to chat with me and my team. And there's even a free video training you can register for to watch. It doesn't matter if you're a complete beginner or have been an advanced athlete all your life, or if you're 40 or 50 years old. I guarantee you that I could help you transform. In just 16 weeks, the bare minimum we've seen is 16 pounds lost, multiple pull-ups, and an L-sit. But more commonly, we see people lose 20, 30 pounds, gain press handstands, V-stands, muscle-ups, and human flags, plus 10 to 30 degrees more flexibility, and develop greater movement, balance, control, mobility, and confidence. So please, you need to invest in yourself. You need to stop being a cynic. If you think bodyweight strength, i.e. Powerbatics, is hard, it's not. It just takes a little each day, just like taking your vitamin, with coaches checking in on you and a community rooting for you. So now's the time to get over whatever is holding you back, invest in your training, invest in your future self, get the flexibility, mobility, and strength you want, and get into our training program. If you're not interested in that, then watch the videos that are coming up on the screen right now, because those are the videos that YouTube thinks will be the best for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.